I make it, I feel faithless, wish I could replace this. I need changes, I wanna be the greatest, so I will chase it, I will be courageous.
Waking up, every day's tough. I'm just hoping I can make it through the same stuff. Got a bad job, got no love. Feel so alone, feel so stuck. Gotta find something to look forward to. Anything to keep my...
You must unlearn what you have.
All right, here we are. We're going to jump into our Kratos arsenal. And this is, I don't even remember what Old Man Kratos version we're on. Old Man Kratos 5.0 or 6.0, something like that. But that's going to be what we're working on today. Basically, it's going to be using at least 3 of the different weapons that Kratos uses: the Blades of Chaos, the Dropnir Spear, and the Leviathan Axe. And so we'll kind of see how it all pans out and then how it translates over to PvP. So this is, I literally just threw the Allied King on here. I don't have a build. I just slapped the Allied King on here so that way I could level those things, the subclassing. That's all we're going to do for a couple hours here. OG Midnight, back at ESO. Did they fix PvP? I mean, they have subclassing, and everyone has all the power, you know. So, opens the door to a lot of creativity, but, you know, I don't know. I went out a couple days ago and was a Zerg fest, and people are spamming Javelin, and you know, it'll be a nightmare for new PvPers because they won't even, you know, the time to kill is so short because of the immense damage that's in the game, because the meta has been established, and it's very, very bursty. So yeah, it's something. We'll say that. It's something. So, I would be really happy with ESO, with ZOS, if they reverted back to the 4v4 and Battlegrounds. If they do nothing else, because I really don't see them doing any balancing, um, because there's really no need. Everyone has access to everything at this point, class-wise, passive-wise, ability-wise, you know. And so is when I say there's no need, I think there's a need, but I think that they would take the standpoint of, you know, you're complaining about balancing, yet you have the ability to use those same class skills and everything, no matter what you're playing. So that, I just have a feeling that's the viewpoint that the stance that they'll take. So I don't know, but what we're trying to do on Kratos here is I ran with Ardent Flame. This is not optimal for PvP or anything, to be honest, but we're doing it purely out of thematic. Since Blades of Chaos, the chain pull, you can't say you're using the Blades of Chaos without this ability, honestly. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to get to where I can unlock this, so that way we can have Major Prophecy and Savagery unlocked, so our crit values will be a little better, and I'll probably slap that right here. We're using Biting Jabs because it does two things for us. It gives us Major Brutality, Major Sorcery. It's our primary spammable, and one of the weapons that Kratos uses is called the Dropnir Spear, and so this is the Dropnir Spear. And then we're using Spin to Win as our execute, which is back to the Blades of Chaos. We're using the Aurora Javelin, which is back to the Dropnir Spear, and there's some abilities. When I do the build video, I will tie it all together. I'll actually have gameplay footage of Kratos using those weapons and those abilities and how it ties in exactly to what we're doing here. So, and this actually, Luminous Shards actually looks like him throwing the spear up in the air and a bunch of spears coming down to the ground, which is an ability that he uses in God of War. So it's not like this is not thematic, and the recovery's resource regen is pretty nice. So, and for Infinite Archive also, you know, this does a little bit of work, so that's good. And then we go back to the Blades of Chaos again with Thriving Chaos, and this also fits Kratos very well. This setup too, we also have access to access to Major Berserk and Minor Berserk through passives. Like we get Major Berserk right here whenever we chain to someone, so there's an extra 10% damage modifier, and then we get Minor Berserk when we're channeling an Adric Spear ability, so Major and Minor Berserk going. That's very Kratos, so that works out really well. I could say to optimize this, and we would talk about it in the build video, like if somebody wants to run this exactly to a T to be Kratos, they do this. If they want to be more optimal or more meta, they switch this out with Nightblade. So, and the assassination skill line. There's the assassination skill line passives are absolutely freaking stacked, and you're probably going to get another 20, 30, maybe even 40% crit chance and damage modifiers in the passives for Nightblade assassination. And so, you know, I would probably do that. And also, oh, by the way, when you go with assassination for Nightblade, you get access to Merciless Resolve, which is one of the hardest hitting abilities in the game. So, which would work out really well with this playstyle as long as you're light attack weaving between your biting jabs. So, but that's all we're doing. We're going to level to try and unlock this, and then I'm probably going to go the damage morph of this. You know, the Blades of Chaos are built around Primordial Fire, and so since it's going to be on our front bar and we're leaning into extra damage there, it'll probably be the damage morph. So on the back bar we're running Warding Smash, which is a two-hander scribing ability, and I only have one thing. I only have one thing out of this that I would keep, because I don't have the other like affixes and stuff like that. So maybe I keep the first part, which is a damage shield, and the second part I'll keep for sure because I'm primarily my class is a warden on Kratos. He was a warden first and foremost. So the warden charm effect class script is broken as all get out. So I'm going to run it. But anyways, we attach that to our Leviathan axe. And then the third part there where it says grant minor vitality, that's okay, but I actually want major breach there. So that way when we use this ability, we apply major breach to the target's conal in front of us and do the charm effect. So, and that will probably be the play. We're definitely running crystallized slab on this too, with as many people that are running meta right now and can hit you with merciless twice. It's so stupid. Whatever. I'm doing it on other characters. But crystallized slab, the tooltip on that is at least going to eat one of those, if not two of those. So that's nice. And the way I have it set up, each time you absorb a projectile, you launch an icy bolt back at the enemy, dealing 5,600 frost damage and stunning them, assuming they're on CC immunity. And it'll stun them at ranged. It literally, like if a range attack hits this crystal slab, it throws a snowball back at them and then freezes them. So this thing, the Leviathan axe is frost based, and so I wish that I was able to access frost damage with Smash, but I didn't see a frost damage, or I would have. That would have fit that very well. We're running Polar Winds. It's a great burst heal and then a hot as well. So, and I can heal friendly players. Resolving Vigor, it's our stamina heal and gives us minor resolve. And Ice Fortress. And so we have so much resistance. That's another thing about passives and like kind of the imbalance, I guess, or balancing issues on passives. I don't even need to run Sword and Board on my back bar unless I'm trying to mitigate, get the extra mitigations that come with Sword and Board, but I'm already above my resistances, my cap resistances, and I'm using a two-hander on my back bar when I fully buff up. So that's what's allowed me to use Leviathan on my back bar. So and we get minor protection here, reducing your damage taken for 30 seconds whenever we cast our armor buffs. So that's kind of cool. And then, like I said, Leviathan X is very frost oriented, and so we got Northern Storm on it. So we could have access to major and minor protections on our back bar while we're healing and trying to just stay alive when we're outnumbered. So once I get this, like the affixes proper, like I need to find Breach. I'm sure it sells for multiple millions online, so I don't even know that I'll buy it. I might have to just farm it out, but I need Breach. And then I'm not really sure what to do with that first line, and the second line will definitely stay Charm. So very Kratos, Blades of Chaos, Drop Near Spear. This will end up coming out, and Leviathan Axe, and so this will be my Kratos arsenal. So we need to just do some leveling today. That's what we're doing. Hey Juggy, what's up? Hey, are you at work? How are you doing? Midnight, you haven't been back since they brought in subclassing. I could tell you time to kill is very, very quick. So especially when you run into the meta users, the burst lines up. It'll be bing, bang, boom, dead. It'll actually probably even be quicker than that. Probably even quicker than that. We're running a little low on gold. I made a donation to the dueling tournament, and it was almost half of what I got. So I'm going to have to start converting some of my Telvar. Gonna have to do it. I'm not even in a trade guild, so I need to get on that. And I don't have enough room on this guy, I don't think, to even pick up stuff, so I'm going to drop a couple items. Let me head home real quick, just in case I get some items for my sticker book. Yes, sir. At work. Okay, big guy. How's your streams been going, man? I need to stop in there. I notice you are always supporting the PvP community. Every time somebody's streaming, you're always trying to check in, and I saw you over there yesterday. Yeah, just the passives allow me to be over cap on my back bar, and I'm using a two-hander. Pretty crazy. We're close to that on my front bar. Let's see. Can I drop some stuff in here? One item. I can drop one item. We'll drop this thing in there. Do I have any room anywhere? Probably not. I have to do some like inventory maintenance. Juggy streams over here on YouTube. You should definitely check him out. He's out 1vxing all the time. Probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest, Warden 1vxer out there, in my opinion. Let's just dump some stuff. I want to put this thing. Have you guys seen this? It's got like a 10K tooltip on a fully charged heavy attack, and it throws an axe. And I'm going to put this on my Thor that I'm leveling right now. And it's going to be Rune King Thor. But do you remember in the movie when he throws Stormbreaker and Thanos is trying to stop it with the gauntlet, and it just cuts right through all the way and hits Thanos in the chest? This is like very throwing Stormbreaker. Honestly, it would actually fit Kratos, so I might throw it on Kratos. Right now we just have the Alien King, so we don't have to worry about a build, but if I put a build on Kratos, this might actually be the play. But I don't know that I'm going to be throwing heavy attacks with my two-hander from my back bar. So, gonna find and sub? Yeah. Whatever. He's talking about if you like bad gameplay, I'm your guy. Whatever, dude. So humble. I love playing with Juggy. Hey, Juggy, not gonna lie, within the last year, like as far as ESO experiences, one of my better experiences in ESO was when you and I was on Starkiller and we went to Cyrodiil. That was a lot, and we were running duo. I had so much fun that day, and I would love to get back to where I'm having fun in ESO, right? So I want to thank you for that. That was a lot of fun. So, okay. Guess we got enough space. We do have enough space. And I need to figure out how to be able to get Telvar to some people to help with dueling tournaments and stuff like that. I have a little bit I've been saving. And I need to get a trading guild. I guess the best way is to get a trade guild and get some Hokkaidos and just send out those to them. I don't know. Midnight, you can't play worse than I do. Let's see. Okay. Guess we're going in there. We'll just level that. We'll see how far we get in a couple hours. Grim, did you get through new Dune content? I'm going to try and get in and work on that. So, my character on your server, I logged in and my character was naked and standing in the base, and all of our shields were down. And our power wasn't supposed to be out at the base. They were all down. And I lost my ancient way. I lost my ambition. I lost my sword. I lost all my armor. The power harness, which is like tier 6. I lost everything on that server, basically. We have that monster shell of a base, but I have nothing now on that server, and so I put a ticket in for it. I don't know. I've been playing on another server, been playing as Boba Fett, and Trooper gameplay. Trooper is the struggle bus, absolute struggle bus, though, because when you fire your weapons, your shields drop as a Trooper, and so your health is just continually taking chip damage. Whereas when you're a Sword Master, And if you're built right, your shield should be up permanently. So, I don't know what I just canceled there, but I want this.
I heard that I could. Yes, they use. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they need to rework some skill lines. It would help too. Yeah, 100%. Sabby, what's going on? I hope you all have a nice day. Hey, thank you for sending that mail in game. I turned around and sent the mail back to you, so should be good. Hang on one second. All right. I'm back. Okay, let's jump in here. And just see what happens. And it doesn't give you damage, so it's not as good as a spear or Earth and Heart. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. This is not optimal, meta, or anything. I'm literally wasting this entire skill line just to get this because we use the Blades of Chaos. That's it. Just thematic, and I'll PvP with it, and I will be fighting at a disadvantage. This should be, for anyone that's trying to be more optimal or meta, this should be the Assassination Nightblade skill line. All the passives, you'll probably get an extra 30% more crit chance and more crit damage, and you'll get access to Merciless, which is the hardest hitting ability in the game, and stuff like that. So I'm literally only running this skill line for this, and because I'm missing Major Prophecy, Major Sorcery, and Blades of Chaos are like flame powered, I'll end up putting this here. Although this is very drop near spear. If you've ever played Kratos, God of War, he throws a spear a lot. So. I wasn't probably anime is using the PZ. Sorry about the confusion. Oh yeah, no worries. And it doesn't give you damage, so it's not as good as Spear or as Earth and Heart. Yep, 100%.
It's not every day that we get to.
Remember, we are the RP nerd. We're gonna put ourselves as a disadvantage to run exactly what Kratos is using. Blades of Chaos has a chain effect. When I do the build video, you'll actually see it all tie in, but the blades can pull yourself to people. So, and then this is the drop near spear that he had made for him. Spin to win with the blades. Drop near. There's some sustain there, which I forgot to use. There's tons of people running around spamming Javelin out in Cyrodiil now. I'm going to stun you every 7 seconds. Ooh, what's this? Assault skill line, not using any of that. Restoring is good, but I put on Storm Calling the other day because of Crit Surge and Hurricane. It's, yeah, passives. Yep, passive DPS, passive healing, right? That's the... You have way too many other things to worry about, you know? So if you can ever get those things, that's great. Guess I can't stun that guy. can't hit synergies, I guess, while you're standing in that, huh? It'll give you the icon, but won't let you do it. Burning light passive, right? Yeah, that burning light passive's gonna add up. You know, I do think that. Man, to be honest, Juggy, I don't know how you do it with the D-swing. There's a lot of speed in the game. It frustrates the heck out of me when I'm fighting outnumbered and I'm trying to line up burst on somebody and trying to line up that D-swing, because Kratos was running a D-swing, you know, Deep Fissure setup for years. Since I created Kratos, he was almost been running that. So, yeah, I just felt like it was time for a change. I was wondering how long it was going to take that orb to show up. This guy's going to die. Kind of need to get this, because when you get the third one of those, it's really nice. This isn't passive damage when you're talking about passive damage. This is going to increase all my direct damage by 3% or better, though. What do you think? What do you think? Support? Let's start working towards getting 3 of those. When we get to the boss, I'm going to burn my transformation too. Bet it takes a while to level that thing up. You either run 2 Swift, which is Minor Expedition, or you run Celerity and lose 5 speed, or you run Griffins for 5 piece, or you play Counterpunch style like me. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and that Counterpunch style works really well with Mechanical Acuity too, back in the day, which I liked running a lot, you know. make sure your buffs are up, and then switch to your front bar, and mechanical acuity's ready to rock. And thought it was outside of that. Guess I can't block that. It were. I ran acuity a little bit, but everyone told me I was meta. Ha! Jeez. Okay. It's funny that you say that, Juggy, because so many people were down on mechanical acuity, like right at the start. They're like, this thing's doo-doo. This is doo-doo water, you know? And then they started seeing the value of, like, the burst on it, you know? And they're like, oh, we love it! And then it becomes meta. Yeah. People are like, the cooldown on mechanical acuity makes it suck. And I'm like, the cooldown on mechanical acuity makes it awesome. Because when you're on cooldown, you just reapply your buffs. Like, play defensive. And, you know, so it's kind of like this built-in portion control, you know, for eating. You have no choice but to kind of pace yourself. The acuity defense rotation is crazy strong. 5 seconds on kill, to be honest. Yeah, 100%, dude. Like, why people couldn't see the value in that is really nutty, honestly. I don't understand. You know? Probably kind of this little bit of smooth brain mentality, right? Somebody told them that it was doo-doo water, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, must be doo-doo water. So now I'm running Moon Hunter, front bar, rally back, and either Moon, yeah. Mark of the Griffin. I saw you talking about that set. I need to look into whatever Mark of the Griffin is more, kind of see. I just don't know what that one does.
I'll draw the boundaries of my kingdom with your blood. Pitiable creatures. How is it you aspire to be more? Soon your blood will run as cold as my own. Blood, blade, and soul as your weakness is a disgrace to my blade. What to take first? An arm? An eye?
Let me just grab this fragment. Nothing to see here.
You need one of your Grimsforge vent sessions as well. Critical chance. Martial attacks. It's probably the best one, huh? Although we are needing that one ability for our stam recovery, so I might have to. Should have probably went with the far right one. Oh well. Fire that ability twice.
Never fear! The cavalry has arrived! Oh, they're all gone.
Do this for more ults. More ults is more fun, right?
Visions aren't just gifts. They make your fight
Class
more
embodiment.
interesting.
That should make my jabs hit harder, yeah? Yeah, just a little bit.
Princess told me to check on you, but I think you can handle this.
There is no escape! Wither and die!
be back later. You have a good rest on your stream. Yeah, thank you, man. We're just chilling today.
You cannot hide from me. I will break you.
The violent tendencies of mortals with much to lose. I'll bring your spoils to Master Malchus.
Should be good. Yeah, I don't know how quick that skill line's gonna level with only one ability on my bar from it, but it's whatever. How much is this gold? 100 gold a piece? Is that even worth running around and picking up off the ground? Maybe. I am on a PvP build right now. Yeah. I'm on no build at all. I'm using Alien King. I just slapped that on so I didn't have to think about a build.
This is the right place.
Let's do this. This will be fun.
Moving forward, I'm not very practiced when it comes to mimics.
Come on out, Cupcake. I'm hungry. Is that considered direct damage? Oh, it is. It's a pretty close fight. Good duel, good duel. It was a good duel right there. Good job.
here, meet me back where we met. We should talk about what happened. There are more malligraphies and other Thoat Replicanum in the archive.
Thought there was a fable here somewhere.
The mortal we needed. None shall best your ink-slaying prowess.
Hey, Shook, what's going on? I haven't been getting notifications. Have you been on? Something come up at work, Jug?
Almost no one in the archive has martial skills. It's a good thing you came along.
You faced this malligraphy before.
Just working like always, yeah.
I've come to retrieve the limit fragments. Carry on.
Working like always. How's everything going? Everything's going good. Juggy's at work too right now. Both you guys are at work. We're just chilling today, trying to level some stuff. Running a completely off meta, not optimal setup just to be as close to Kratos' weapons arsenal as possible. Those are tough.
For a tactical advantage. Your reward is justified and waits there patiently, mortal.
I am tired today. Very tired.
Found my timing. I missed it. Oh, well, I'm
Should
sure
be
you
good. It'll be something. The only ability I'll switch out for PvP is going to be that 5th slot, and I'm still trying to unlock the thing that I'll put there. And then the first ability on this, I don't have the proper. I want it to apply Major Breach, but I don't have that affix or whatever. So we'll get it eventually. What have you been working on your streams? What character, what class? Just been running your main lately, or what? I like how that ranged ability went right through my shield. Yeah, Juggy, you or Shook or both of you guys, what have you guys been working on?
My wings of the archive.
comes the big guy. Sure, this thing will sustain against him. Well, guess we'll find out. Gonna have to play smart. As you know, very hated in the community. So, really? What do you think makes you hated in the community? Because you're one of those icky 1vxers? Dude over here must have died. Be charmed. I'm so charming. Don't do that. Hey, there's a level. 5,000 more levels to go. So, hated in the community, so I don't go to play and have fun, but I do have a DK and another warden set up. I'm working on it, but I'm trying to get 5-star on my warden. That's awesome, Juggy. Facts is why I'm hated. People only like when people blow smoke. True story. What's that take my jabs to? 7K jabs. That's... Gosh. Could you imagine having 7K jabs in PvP? The only time I'm going to see 7K jabs in PvP is on the receiving end. I have a video for collab if you want to talk about it one day. You know, I just watched a video yesterday talking about the community, the streaming community as a whole, and how toxic it is. So I'm not even sure that's an ESO only thing. It doesn't even matter what game you're playing. There's always going to be people that will look down on you for... It's like they get their kicks going and trying to ruin other people's day. That's just what they are. You know, they're a miserable person and they want to make everyone else's life as miserable. So, and that's sad. There are people that literally just do that all day. I like how the charm led that guy out of my AoE. It's a cool part. Can't be that hated. It's thousands of players.
But I'll have to do a full inventory.
Bosnian. He's like, can't be that hated. There's only 1,000 players playing ESO. You're hated, Juggy? You're just not that hated. I mean, that's a good point. I do have a video for a collab if you want to talk about it one day. I do, Juggy, 100%. So, I'm actually on the mend. Just had surgery a week ago, and still recovering from it. So.
If I were hit by academic purposes, that would be a good thing.
This guy. Dang, look at the shields from that phalanx. That's pretty cool. Just drop phalanx on this guy again. Just stand on his face and DPS him. Am I supposed to be killing these things? I don't even know the mechanics here. Guess we'll find out. Oh. Talk crap about me again, Grim. What's up, Q? What are you doing? You doing good, man? I miss hanging out with you. I actually told the guys that I was playing Dune with, I was like, my buddy Q, I've gamed with him a long time. He said he was going to check out Dune. I hope he does over on this server we're on. So I've been having fun. It's very chill. The survival aspect of it's pretty fun, or we could just get you geared and you can run around, do whatever we're doing, you know. Like every MMO, it's in its first year, so there's bugs, there's things that they're fixing. They're very active with fixing those things right now, but you know, like ESO was that too. Like they were doing weekly updates and stuff when they first came out, trying to get all their stuff fixed. So I've been having fun with it when it works. When it doesn't work, I just make sure I'm recording it for something funny, right? Yeah, Rotten's over. Rotten comes in and plays Dune from time to time too. There's some aspects of Dune that they need to work on, but like I said, the game's only been out not even 4 months or something like that. It hasn't been out very long. So it's a beautiful looking game. Beautiful game. Dang, I was holding block. Should probably go over here. I guess the block bug might be in effect, or I don't know. I feel like there's been times I've been holding block and still got stunned, or maybe I'm in another animation and I just don't know how the game works. You just don't know how the game works. You're complaining about it. I may check it out. I don't know if I have the patience to want to master another MMO. Yeah. Yeah. You know, this game is in such a different spot. Like, it's a new learning curve. Subclassing and stuff like that. Everybody has all the power. Rotten and I went out to Cyrodiil a couple days ago, and we ran into just groups of people spamming Javelin, you know. It's like, you can't block it. You're guaranteed to get knockback stunned and then hit with a meteor. Like, riveting gameplay. What are you going to do? This thing. One level since last I checked. I did the, so they have these out in the deep desert, which is the half and half PvP, PvE area. I'm doing a very hard build, or I'm doing a very off meta thing in Dune, and that is a trooper setup. Because you have these shields, personal shields, and every time you fire your weapon, your shields drop. And so for that reason, most everybody just kind of gravitates to be a sword master where your shields stay up all the time. So I take a lot of excess damage that you wouldn't be taking otherwise. And but I want to, you know, there are other aspects of Dune that are very Mandalorian-like, like flying through the air and dropping rockets on people's heads and stuff like that. So that's actually why I'm doing it. But I got some clips doing one of the labs or testing stations with somebody that I just met, like a rando, and so if you want to see what some trooper play style looks like, I do really miss Swordmaster gameplay though. So I'm wondering if there's a way to do Swordmaster gameplay and still have that Mandalorian or Boba Fett type feel. I don't know. Put points into Artisan Green Tree if you haven't. Yes, I saw the video. You're hovering and killing numerous players. Yeah. Uh-oh. I should probably kill this guy before I get killed here, and I don't have any stam. I'm sure this is so painful to watch for people that are running assassination skill line, because we're really in like just a crazy crit meta right now, and I only got 17% crit on this guy. Uh-oh. Extended favor. This would keep me from having to reapply my buffs all the time. Once it ends up taking it to 50 seconds, yeah. 7 more minutes on our EXP. I need to save some of those for Thor so I could get him. Thor's gonna be meta. Sorcerer, Nightblade, and then I'll figure out what the other aspect of, you know, it just so happens that the skills that I'm looking at and everything line up with meta for him. So, but because of that, I might get bored with it. I don't know. Or have the greatest time ever! It is wonderful having all this power! Unlimited power! I need to make a guy called Javelin, LOL, and then just spam Javelin all the time. It's a Javelin in all 5 of my ability slots. Time for you to stop lurking and get the kiddo to their dentist appointment. Don't have too much fun. Catch up with you later. Yeah, midnight. Let's catch up in Discord and see how you're doing. Be safe out there. Fully charged heavy attacks. Augmented auras. Let's do head on defense. Man, got all these cool ones. We're having sustain issues right now until we get that one. Or we're just having sustain issues on this. I could change my food and then it'll lower my max resources. Might do that. I don't know. Not really sure. Oh, I'm little tiny baby Kratos. Oh, jeez. Not. Baby Kratos. Just imagine when you had that debuff if your damage was cut in half too. If you come back, you may play Pure Sork. Yeah, kind of a hot topic right now. I was just on a stream. We were talking about the vengeance testing that's going on. And I think it doesn't even matter what the results of vengeance testing are going to be, like love, hate it, or whatever. That's the route they're going to go because they wrote the code. and that would eliminate a lot of the problems that they've been saying that they have, right? They didn't write the initial combat code, and so I kind of think that that's going to happen for sure. So make their life easier. I'm okay with Vengeance.
Don't forget to make your choice before traveling to the next wing of the archive.
I mean, we played no CP, no proc together for a long time until they were like, we're going to change this and make it no CP but proc. And it's like, awesome. People don't have the CP to combat the procs. Brilliant. May play pure sword. Vengeance might be the perfect spot for that, man.
Heed me, poet Replicanum. Heed and return.
Get away from the worms. No CP, no proc was fun as soon as I was headed to Greyhost. Holy lag. Yeah, bro. Couldn't target him. Was trying to gap close to him, and it said no. He said, no, you can never do that here. You're not allowed to gap close to bosses. It's like the worst Arnold right there. It's pretty bad. I don't know what I would play in Vengeance. Might be kind of cool to take a single character over there. Well, maybe I would take all my characters and just have a Vengeance set up for them. I think the big question is once Vengeance is greenlit, right? Are they going to keep regular Cyrodiil, or is their cryptic we're going to expand on Cyrodiil going to be, you know, we're taking PvP this other route altogether? I don't know. No CP, no proc was some of the most challenging and some of the most fun PvP I had, though. You know, you weren't getting bombed, you weren't having to deal with pull sets, like, and it was a very, for lack of better words, intimate. You know, you run into 10 people, you're gonna have to put them away manually. Mano y mano. Know what I mean? Leveling so slowly. I don't even need need that right now, but 42. You know what? I am going to burn another one of these. Just because. We're here for another hour, and then I'm going to make some lunch. My daughter's homesick today, and I'm still recovering from surgery, and well, we got another boss here. Who is it? It's the Marauder. This guy will one-shot you if you don't save your stamina. This guy will probably one-shot you even if you do save your stamina. Save me over Winfrey! Yep, right there. 38k heavy attack. Yeah. I've been dealing with something for 5 years, so and so I ended up having my organ removed because of it. So it's considered one of the more minor. It was just a gallbladder, but it was causing some really bad problems. So I got 5 incisions on my stomach and a lot of bruising, and so. You like Vengeance, all the good player didn't do it. Yeah, exactly. Air quotes good player, Juggy, right? Vengeance is stupid. I'm not going there unless I can use my Vicious Death and Plague Break and Rushing Agony. That's dumb. That's, I don't know, my best impression of what their voice sounds like. Get away from the Kratos diet. Yeah. You know, the thing about it was just before I went to the hospital, to the ER, I was eating very lean and very smart. So it's not really that. It's just when it decides to flare up and have an issue, it's going to, you know, it's going to do it. So and that's where we were kind of at with it. It's not like one of those things that'll get better. 3 years ago, I had to go to the doctor, and they recommended that I get it taken out right then. And I knew that I wasn't doing a good job with portion control and eating smart at that time. I was probably 20 or 30 pounds heavier than I normally walk around at coming out of COVID. So yeah, people said you could survive, but I had streams of me kiting Zergs in there. Adapt or die, that's it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I won't. It's really weird. ESO is really weird for me because the two things that were the biggest aspects of my life in this game were battlegrounds and were PvP. And both of those are thrown on their heads at this point, right? I thought that guy put a meteor down, but I didn't see. He made the I'm putting a meteor down animation. So, like if you take your hand and you put it up in the air and then pound your hand to the ground like you're angry. He did that. Did you like Vengeance, Juggy? That charm stopped that guy's cast on that lame ability.
Verses and visions aren't just gifts. They make your fights more interesting. Don't waste them. The verses and visions.
Yes, you do. Dude, I'll run Vengeance with you. You run. We'll be over there. It's going to be fun. We'll make the most of it.
Should get another mimic fragment from this one.
What would you run over there? Warden, Juggy, DK. DK was your main. I saw that survey that you did. I didn't realize that DK was your main. I thought Warden was your main. But I only play it for a day or two because it messes with rotation on normal PvP. Yeah. Hey, how would you feel if they got rid of normal PvP and Vengeance was their new PvP platform? Like, if you're PvPing in this game, this is what it looks like. No more armor sets, no subclassing, no mythics. Classes and their class diversity. 70k health. Go. I'm sure there's a lot of people that say I will never do that, I'll leave the game or whatever, and I'm not saying that they wouldn't leave the game, but I'm telling you that they'll leave the game and then they'll realize that there's nothing that itches that itch combat wise like this one does, and then they would end up coming back, right? How many times have we seen it? Well then, why bring subclassing and change a game if you're going to take it away? Yeah. Well, because the combat team doesn't know how to work with the code without writing their own code, I'm guessing. And subclassing's more for PvE, is what they'll say. But hard to balance in PvP. So, what they did was, they did it to themselves. They did the cart before the horse, right? They released subclassing because they were hemorrhaging players and pissed off players and whatever else before they balanced the game and before they got to a place with Vengeance that they would launch it. And you know, another thing too is fast forward, say they switch over to Vengeance completely. There is no what we know to be PvP anymore. It's all Vengeance. In 2 years, it won't even matter what our opinion is, because every new player that they bring in, that's all they're going to ever know, right? And there's always going to be content creators to fill our spots. So we're expendable, especially if we don't follow the narrative that they want. So, can't target this guy. Yeah. 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 Well, you do Vengeance in PvE, you're gonna piss off the masses. You know, the majority of the player base is PvE, right? So, whereas the PvP community, they're not worried so much, I think, about us that are currently in the game. I don't think they've ever been worried about retention, really, like truly worried about it. I'm not saying that they haven't been told that you need to get your retention up in the game, but it won't even matter a year from now, 2 years from now, if once they launch Vengeance and are writing the code. So like you were saying, adapt or die, right? That's when it's up to us to decide if we want to stay or not. Not really sure what's going on with Ashes, you know. Is that even coming out? Is that a real game? I see people say yes and I see people say no, so that's interesting. Dang. Did you see my health getting chunked from the, threw down that, flag. What's this thing do? Let's find out. If they do it right, they can switch Vengeance for no CP and leave regular CP. Yeah. Yeah. But then you're always going to have the people crying that no CP or that regular PvP CP doesn't work and that it needs to be fixed, right? You'll always have people crying about that. But if they go to Vengeance and write the code for Vengeance and do it right, they don't have that people crying anymore. Isn't that what it's about? Less crying, more baseball? I guess if you stand in the bubble with her, it still saves your butt, huh? Little baby boss. What's going on, little baby boss? She's super tiny mad. That hurts my stomach laughing. This boss isn't hard, it's just the mechanics. You'll play most likely PvP in this game, but I can't promise anything. Do you have any other games? What do you do when you need a break from ESO? You go lift, don't you? Get mega swole. Yeah.
We're doing very important research back at the Index. I volunteered to come retrieve this.
Human nature for some to oppose change. I'll always dip into ESO, if only for its combat. Yeah. Yep. I was thinking about it, especially when I get over to Dune, which is a beautiful game. Character creation's really cool or whatever, but I can't make the different characters that I've made in ESO over in Dune. Like, their combat just is not ESO, you know? It's very limiting. Very limiting. Very meta-defining for sure, and if you're not running meta, you are struggle bus. So, you know, and I submit that all to them too. I've been very kind of proactive with sending things through, and we'll see if they take any of it to heart and make those adjustments. I'm a nobody, so who knows? For some reason, I remember the heal off of Thrive and Chaos being a lot bigger heal than just like 800 coming in every second that it ticks. You like Bannerlords too? Single player game. ESO is my only PvP game I play. Okay. I don't know anything about Bannerlords. Educate me. Sell me on it, Juggy. Sell me Bannerlords. What time? Is it futuristic? Is it medieval times? Sounds like a medieval times type thing. Look at that. Ardent Flame, level 40. 9,000 more levels to go. I've been thinking about picking up the college football game. You guys play that at all? Ooh. It's a sandbox night game where you create an army and take castles. Ooh, that sounds fun, dude. Honestly, I'll play that. Bannerlords, huh? Okay. These guys need to get out of this thing. Hey, I ain't gonna make you dead while you're standing in that thing, okay? If I give you 20 million Telvar, you'll come back to ESO. If I could figure out how to give 20 million Telvar, you're worth it, Q. Cue the music. Yeah, I'm worth it. Who does that song? Wondering if they take more damage standing directly under it, but it's not really about that. It's about where the tail of it is, huh? Bannerlord 1 and 2, awesome games. Play them a lot. Okay. Hey, the combat, is it like a top-down, move your troops around, or are you on the ground, like leading troops? I'll just have to find some gameplay somewhere on Bannerlords. How's character creation? Oof, hurting. Yeah, take some medicine. It's kind of the longest I've ever set up. I have to put ice packs on this stuff. You're in combat and you get to make formations and stuff and fight other stuff. Okay. Charter Creation is good. That's the company that made it. Later, Q. See you, buddy. Miss you.
There it is. Master Malpass says you do good work.
Ooh, look at that heavy attack damage. Bleed. Character creation. Oh, character creation's good. Okay. Did you see all those people I charmed? I'm so charming. I saw him make the animation like he did the meteor, but I don't see it. It's gonna be way up. I'm about to get one shot by a meteor that's way up on the other side of the map. Guess not. Back to work. Yeah, GG's, man. Thanks for stopping in. For real. Just wondering if I could hit both of them in that. Need all you guys to line up so I can just parse. That would be great. Thank you. I missed. Just a bit outside. Alright, are you guys gonna come out of there or what? Or I gotta come in and get you? Don't make me come in there. I know what you're hiding. I could never sound like Baldur. That voice actor was amazing. Why is there 2 beds? Oh. I don't feel any of this. Alright, are we able to unlock that ability yet?
I told you how great it is that you
Nope.
all fighting.
Holy moly. Dang. I had to hit a button like 20 times just to get it to fire. And I'm in PvE. It's not even PvP. But I had to hit it 50 times just to get it to work. It's not very nice. Dang, bro. Need a mint. It's the ice guy. I don't know what's going on here. A whole block because for some reason I feel like I was on this one time and I got one shot as he was doing a fly through. And I was like, whoa, that's some damage. Haha. I knew you were gonna try and hit me with that wing. Silly goose. I'm sure this I'm sure this dragon loves being called a silly goose. You silly goose. Aha! You'll never hit me with that wing. Bye bye, silly goose.
Don't worry, I have it.
Let's drop some
See?
stuff.
All safe with me.
Need to sell some stuff. Powerful domain. Let's go with this. A little bit longer and then I'm gonna go make lunch for me and my daughter. lot of pain, you see. Walk this way, talk this way. Oh, a little bit of delay there. I was moving around, but nothing was happening. So charming. Bonk. Kite these over here a little bit. Stop hitting me with that lightning. Dang you. Dang it, Bobby. I told you not to use that. You only use propane and propane accessories. Oh my gosh.
Good and well done. These enemies were hardly a challenge for you.
Let's have a, yeah, I got a 3K bleed on me from that guy. Should have asked those guys to be nerdy with me and help me figure out a build for Kratos. Kite these guys down here a little bit. Propane! Let's do this. So we have that mega defense. This is mega defense.
Well, isn't this place nice? Though I couldn't furnish it.
Okay. Holding block. Stand right there on all this, please. Kratos.
Test your strength against this.
Ooh. That was a little scary.
You can't stop me. Not really.
I believe you. She die? She say you can't stop me, really, and then she actually died.
Bookish monster without a spine.
Life is so exciting.
Dodge, roll. Roll out. I'm stuck.
Books and you're still a fool. Useless thesaurus.
You'll never catch me. I don't realize how fast Kratos is. Yeah, once we get breach on this ability, that'll be nice. It'll be a lot more DPS and once I get that DK ability unlocked, I'll have more DPS. Kratos.
You killed her.
Kratos, Kratos.
Version. She's spreading across
Dang.
the books in this archive.
It's
There
gonna
could be
take
hundreds of
a
thoughts.
minute to get to that, huh?
When you're finished here, meet me back where we met. We should talk about what happened.
Still need to sell.
There are more malligraphies and other Poet Replicanum in the archive.
Dumpentometers. Yeah, let's do this. Things are gonna be hitting hard. 7 more minutes and then we're gonna go make lunch. Is there a yeah, there he is. Stop. Threw that javelin, that guy ate it like a champ. Guy over there doing that lightning stuff. Could you not? My father wielded lightning and that didn't work out for him. Dang, this guy's just heavy attack after heavy attack.
Your gift from Hermaeus Mora. All ready for you, dear.
Get more ults. Things are definitely starting to hit harder.
always satisfactory, and therefore its own reward.
Alright, last room. Last room, and that's all we got. Oh, last boss.
Keep it up.
Let's see. Sure I was out of that. Whatever. Maybe it doesn't AoE. Doesn't even matter if you're out of it. Held block that time. Sup. Silly. Oh, let's see, we got stuff we gotta get rid of. I'm pretty sure I've gotten a lot of stuff out of here. I haven't seen anything from my sticker book come through in a while. Pretty sure I haven't completed my sticker book. Pet would do more damage. I guess it doesn't matter, we're done. Let's go turn our quests in. We're gonna need to sell before we do that because they give you some stuff for your inventory. Pretty sure I could take Kratos much farther. I didn't get any focused efforts, not a single one. We probably could. I'm not even gonna guess. I ain't even gonna guess. Who knows how far Kratos will go? Only Kratos.
You see this area?
Sell some of this stuff that I know I'm never gonna. What is this thing? Blocking attack grants you a stack of. Yeah, no. No. Not gonna use that. Might use that. I don't really know. For some build, something. We don't know. What's this one do? Oh, maybe. Don't know. Shared pain. You deal damage from. You deal. Oh, that's interesting. Call these shields I'll never use. Okay. Well, we got inventory space now. Oh. Are you selling, that would be awesome if you were selling the one I need. I guess that'll be tomorrow.
How was it? I wish I could have seen that.
Yup, they're all dead.
My vengeance.
Killed them all.
And Mother, you did great.
I forgot how much EXP you get for that. Did it get us where we needed to be? Nope. Still got another whole level to go. Oh well. Well, that's the stream today. You got a sneak peek of what Kratos, the new Kratos is going to be. It'll be called Kratos Arsenal. It's using all of his different weapons that he... Blades of Chaos, Dropnir Spear, Leviathan Axe, and we're going to make it work in PvP. I'm not really sure what build I'll run. Maybe we'll stick with Allied King. I don't really know just yet. So we'll have to play around with that and see. That's it. Thank you for coming and watching, though. Bye.
Face this, can I make it? I feel faithless, wish I could replace this. I need changes, I wanna be the greatest. So I will chase it, I will be courageous.
Waking up, every day's tough. I'm just hoping I can make it through the same stuff. Got a bad job, got no love. Feel so alone, feel so stuck. Gotta find something to look forward to. Anything to keep my mind off what I'm going through. But I don't know where to start, what's the first move? Maybe I just try a bunch of different things soon. Yeah, that could be the trick. 100 different things, I mean one has gotta stick. But how exactly do I pick? If I'm good at it, like a really good fit, or maybe passion is it? Something I could do every day, never miss. Something that I love that could feel like a gift. Forget about the money and just find what it is.
Can I face this? Can I make it? I feel faithless, wish I could replace this.